Hey guys, Buffaque here again. Thought tonight I'd do a video on another Smith & Wesson in my collection. Tonight's is the Model 36. This is the Chief Special. This is a gun that's been around for a long time. Probably one of Smith & Wesson's top-selling revolvers of all time, really. It's pretty much a what you see is what you get situation. 5-shot, snubby, double and single action. One of the things that I like most about this firearm is the finish. You don't see a whole lot of the stainless steel finishes on revolvers nowadays, especially ones for EDC. You see a lot of the blued finish or the matte black finish. But this one being the stainless steel, I always thought that, it has kind of a nice aesthetic to it. A couple of things about this gun. For one thing, if you were to use this in the role of EDC, I think you would find pretty quick that for a firearm this small, and it is a pretty small firearm, I mean it's, conceals pretty easily, but for a firearm this small, it's fairly heavy. The Model 36 comes in right around 20 ounces, and that's unloaded. In the grand scheme of things, that may not be too bad, but nowadays with a lot of our small pocket polymer automatics, 20 ounces is kind of pushing it in my opinion. I know that this particular Smith & Wesson, it actually belongs to my grandfather, and he carried this for a number of years until he discovered the Kel-Tecs. About the time he discovered the Kel-Tec P32, this stayed at home, usually under the bed, and the Kel-Tec was what came out with him for a concealed carry piece. But still a beautiful firearm, a gorgeous finish, and man, you talk about a smooth action. This gun is unloaded. But for the price you pay for this firearm, you're really getting your money's worth. It's a great lockup. There's no wobble in the cylinder at all. It's got a nice smooth trigger pull. Okay, nice and smooth all the way back, clean, crisp break. It's a pleasure to shoot because the firearm does have some considerable weight to it. It does pay off in terms of recoil. Recoil's not too bad with this. I've carried this a couple of times in an EDC role. I know years ago I had a issue with another small firearm of mine, and I had to send it back to the factory to have some work done on it. And in the meantime, while it was gone, my grandfather loaned me this Chief Special to carry, and I'll say it's not bad if you are if you're carrying it in the colder months, heavier clothing. It's not too bad, kind of when you're layered up. But in the summertime, or if you live in a place where it's pretty warm year-round, I don't know if you would enjoy this or not, just for the simple fact of it does have some weight to it. You may be more interested in something like my other Smith & Wesson I have, which is a Model 442. That's the air weight. Now the 442 comes in at right around 14 ounces, and that is also unloaded. That may not sound like a big difference, 4 or 5 ounces, but I think most folks who've carried firearms for several years would agree that 5 ounces can make a pretty big difference. 5 ounces can be the difference between you picking this up and saying, nope, Nope, not feeling that tonight. A little too heavy. And then going in a different direction. So anyway, just a neat little revolver. Like I said, it's definitely quality craftsmanship, which is pretty much what we always come to expect from Smith & Wesson. Just a neat little firearm that you don't see a whole lot nowadays, the Model 36 Chief Special. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. Kind of a short little review on a neat, short little gun. Hope you enjoy it, guys. See you next time.